Everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is finally time for me again to sit down here in the office and film another video. If you guys are wondering what the heck is going on with my hair and why I look like Princess Leia, I can answer this right now. I saw on tweets, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, everywhere pretty much, how these heatless waves and curls are apparently the new secret hack to try out during quarantine. So I figured I'd give it a shot. So this is my husband's old bathrobes, like the tie thing, whatever this is called, I don't know right now. And I just twisted my hair last night after I showered and let it dry for a little bit. And I slept like this. It looks actually pretty good for me sleeping with it. I decided to also keep it like this because it's nice to keep my hair out of the way. And hopefully let the curl and the wave sit a little bit more. So now it looks like a really cute little updo. Cute! If you know me, I hate curling my hair. I actually like it. I like having wavy and curly hair. My hair just doesn't like to be wavy and curly, if you know what I mean. It never stays this way. So let's hope it works today. In today's video, we are going to test and do a little battle of the makeup tools. So today it is all about foundation. We are going to see what applies foundation better. Is it better with a sponge or with a foundation brush? This past weekend, I haven't done a full face for a long time. It's been 2 months or so. I switched my skincare routine up. I'll film a video on that one soon too. And because right now I'm living for my skin. I switched it earlier this year, so it's been almost 5 months since I switched it up. And I'm pretty happy with my skin, so the only thing I've been wearing is tinted moisturizer or a little bit of concealer if I had to, and that was it. So this weekend I felt like doing a full face and I felt absolutely amazing, and I switched it up this time. I used a brush to apply my foundation. Now, I do have Sigma brush sets. I also have the Jeffree Star Morphe collab by now. I got this one and I'm pretty happy about it. And you know that every single time you buy a brush set, most of the time they recommend which brush is used for what. So now never mind, they're a little bit older, but this one is supposedly a foundation brush, and I've used this in the past and I absolutely hated it. I absolutely hated how my foundation looked. So just because it says foundation brush, we all know at this point, doesn't mean it has to be used for foundation, huh? I used this one. It's a duo fiber brush, and it really worked the foundation nicely into my skin. Sometimes I have the feeling that the sponge doesn't do a nice enough job, so I figured we would do half of this face with the sponge and half of the face with this brush. Applied moisturizer and all the other goodies to keep my skin nice and moist. And now we're gonna go in with my favorite primer of all time, the Benefit Professional. You guys, now my eyeshadow and my eyes are already done. Let's get started. Let me grab my dampened sponge. This is a RealTechniques sponge and my Duo Fibre Sigma brush. So I already prepped and primed my face, and we're just gonna go back and start applying foundation. Today we're using my all-time favorite, which kind of looks, you can tell it's my favorite, I use it a lot. It is the Maybelline 24 Super Stay Full Coverage Foundation. This one, it's perfect. I have oily skin, I have no trouble. It's crazy. It's the foundation. I'm actually back into my summer shade, but I used it too much. Oh no, there it is. It's number 10 Ivory. In the winter time I have to use 110 Porcelain. So you see I get a little bit more tan, the sun's hitting and my skin's soaking it up. So I'm gonna apply some on the back of my hand. And how are we gonna put this? Let's say, okay, this side is gonna go with the brush and this side is gonna go with the sponge. So let me get started. Let me grab my mirror and swirl the brush around in the product. And I'm just gonna dab some on my face. And now I'm gonna dab it into, not smear it, don't smear it, that's not gonna work, but I'm gonna dab it in to my skin to really work it into the texture of my skin. Also, before I forget it, don't forget your neck. Okay, she's looking cute. It's crazy. It's like this side, I'm like, ooh, and then here it's like, oh. This is looking really nice. The foundation is definitely looking really nicely worked into my skin. For those of you who are wondering, I tried out applying eyeshadow and finishing my eyes before my foundation this past weekend. I really liked not having to worry about fallout, so I was like, I should give this a shot like more often. This is what it looks like. It's like really dabbed, pressed, worked into my skin. I really like how nice and easy it is to handle this brush. And let's put her away and give the sponge a try. We're gonna put some foundation on here. Take the sponge, and now I'm nervous, y'all. I'm nervous. We're gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna just dab it all over and then blend her out. So we're gonna do this in small bouncy. This looks so weird. Like I have some allergy or so. We're just gonna blend it in small little bouncy movements. Here is the finished Beauty Blender side. I do notice that, however, even though I use primer, you can still see my pores right here. Whereas here, no pores. So let's see if I blend it a little bit more, if it's gonna get a little bit better, because I use the same primer on both sides. So let's see if I have to work it in a little bit more. This is it. I don't really know what I'm feeling so far. But if I look closely, so far I do enjoy the side with a brush better. I'm gonna vlog a little bit during the day and see how both sides do. But so far, I really think this is a little bit more glowy even. This one is more dull. I do love for a luminous foundation. I'm kind of shocked that the brush blended in better. I feel like the sponges do soak up a fair amount of product. I did use the exact same amount of product on both. Let's go and move over to concealer. Concealer I'm gonna apply though with the sponge. I really do like that. And then I'm gonna also set it with my sponge. I am using the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C1. We do like a bright under eye. My skin is living herself. What a difference this makes. Like, I look so much more awake. Now we're gonna set this face, and we're gonna use the Morphe setting powder in the shade Translucent. So let me open her up and get some product. I do like to use the other pointy side of my beauty blender. Get some product on it and gently dab it under my eyes. So I let my face bake, and in the meantime, let me apply some contouring, and I'll be right back, y'all. Face is contoured, and now it is time to use a big fluffy powder brush to just get away and sweep away all the setting powder. I just do gentle sweeps, just get it off. Oh yes, my skin looks incredible. The pore situation is still going on the Beauty Blender side. So that brush, that might be my new go-to foundation tool, not gonna lie. And today for highlighting, we're gonna use my new favorite product ever. These are the L'Oreal Glow Monomour Highlighting Drops. This is the shade Sparkling Love. It's a gold shimmer. It's gorgeous. I love using it only with my moisture. It just gives me a natural, a very pretty sun-kissed glow. It is also really, really nice and liquid. Like, it's really nice to blend out. So what I like to do is I take some product and I put it on the back of my hand. That was a little much, huh? Oh, we're gonna glue the house today. And I take my finger like this. Oh my gosh, let's do it. Look at that shine. It's gonna be on my face. It's like a mirror. So I'm gonna take some product, a little much, and I am going to put it onto my highlighting spots. What I love about these is they don't take off your foundation. Most of the times products tend to do that. I really hate it, but look at that glow. Let's put some more on. That's what I'm talking about. So we're taking some product and put it on the top of my nose. And now we're gonna do the other cheek. It has like a wet, dewy finish. I am back! Yes! Curly, I look like a lion, but I'm kind of living for it. It's definitely a different look, especially for quarantine. People are probably going to see me like, girl, what's going on with her? But why not? Why not look cute in quarantine? I'm feeling myself. Oh, we don't want to get demonetized, so we're going to stop. Everyone knows what song I'm talking about. But this is what I'm finished with. I did take a closer look in my bathroom mirror, so I'm gonna do one more close-up right now to compare the brush and the sponge. So just to recall, this is the sponge side, this is the brush side. So if I look up closely so far, I have to say that I like the brush side better. I feel like it's gotten better into my skin texture. It looks a little bit more natural. I know on camera it looks a little bit more glowy than this side, but I don't know. I don't know. I also think the concealer looks way better on this side than on this side. It feels like it already set in some wrinkles, so it's crazy because this is a sponge on sponge, and then sponge on brush is better. I don't know. I feel like, especially for me, this is my look right now. I do live for the brush, so if you have a foundation brush, you should definitely give this a try and see if it works for yourself as well as it does for me. And this is the end of this video. I will say that I think from now on for a while, I'll definitely be using this to apply foundation. Give it a shot. It's definitely worth trying it. So I do like my sponge. I just had, I don't know, with the foundation I had issues, and then when I figured this out this weekend, I was like, oh my god, like this might be the holy grail foundation, and apparently it is to me. So you should definitely give this a shot. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye guys.